It's time for Access the Experts from the University of Nebraska at Omaha with your host, Brandon AKSAMIT.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Access the Experts on News Channel Nebraska, where every Tuesday and Thursday, University of Nebraska at Omaha faculty members answer today's questions facing our state. Now today we have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Michelle Black, who is an assistant professor for UNO's Department of Political Science. So Michelle, today's question is, what types of terroristic attacks is America most vulnerable to, and what is being done to protect us from them?
Thank you for that question, Brandon. I would be happy to talk to you today about what types of terrorist attacks America is most vulnerable to and what is being done to protect us from them. First, let's talk about the types of attacks that America is most vulnerable to. There are many types of attacks from terrorist organizations. You have individual attacks, which are attacks against private citizens due to their certain affiliation. You have targeted attacks, which include geographical attacks connected to businesses, buildings, religious organizations, and even vehicles. You have event-inspired attacks, where they take place at a certain crowded event or gathering to ensure a clear signal is communicated rather than targeting an opposition's location. You have cyber attacks, and this is the hijacking, capture, or sabotage of information or information systems. Through the Department of Homeland Security, also known as DHS, they conducted a Homeland Threat Assessment, which was recently published, and identified significant attacks in America to be small targeted attacks, event targeted attacks, and attacks involving WMD. So what does this mean? We can expect terrorists, whether domestic or international, to increase in these types of attacks or seek to conduct these attacks in the future. A recent report by Center for Strategic and International Studies claims that over the last 5 years, the largest percent of targeted attacks were against private individuals. Furthermore, from the same report, findings showed that explosives were the primary weapon used during domestic attacks, and firearms were the second type of weapon used. To the second question, what is being done to protect us from these threats? DHS has the mission to protect against these threats and are approaching it from a whole of DHS position. This involves working with academic institutions such as the National Counterterrorism Innovation, Technology, and Education Center, also known as NSITE, at the University of Nebraska at Omaha to research and develop actionable projects to help combat domestic terrorist threats. The other is working to integrate local law enforcement, reporting, and intelligence sharing. The fusion centers within each state specifically look for suspicious activity and share this information to assist in countering these threats. For more information, please visit unomaha.edu. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, for sharing your expertise on that topic. For our viewers at home, we want you to interact with UNO's experts. So if you have a question that you want answered, go to newschannelnebraska.com and click on the Access the Experts link to submit your question. It may just be answered by a UNO expert on an upcoming edition. I'm Brandon AKSAMIT. We'll see you next time on Access the Experts on News Channel Nebraska.
Access the Experts, presented by the University of Nebraska at Omaha. If you have questions, submit them on our website. Then join us every Tuesday and Thursdays at 6:46 a.m. and p.m. while we answer your questions.